Hey guys, welcome back. Mike Morgan here with the CIS 73 class. What we're doing this week is we're talking about social media and what we're going to do to use Adobe to create your social media assets and or images and graphics for social media. So we're going to just work on the top three contenders for social media, and we're gonna learn about. Let's take a look over here. So you're I see over here on dreamgrow.com that they're kind of like a social media analyst situation. But you see, you got, you know, 2 point something billion users on Facebook, okay? Uh, YouTube is about to hit 2 billion. Instagram is at 1 billion. So obviously, and then everyone else kind of drops pretty intensely after that. Um, so we're going to kind of focus on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So if you're working at a business, or I mean, if you're starting a business or if you're freelancing, you kind of want to stay on top of that because all of those can be free and mostly are free. You can also throw money at it to do advertisement. And so if you can set up your graphics in a proper way, your time is going to go a lot further, or your advertising dollars will go a lot further. So, but since you guys are becoming masters in Adobe, we're going to show you how to set up each one of them. Most all of them have a profile picture and a header image, okay, which is the profile picture is the small picture of you or your logo, and then the header image is that top piece at the top of YouTube. It's going to be your header or banner image. Sometimes they call it that. So we'll show you how to set that up. It's really quite simple, but what you want to do is have a brand consistency. So one of the things we want to talk about is using the same colors. If you're using Pantone colors, you want to use the same Pantone colors. If you're using any colors, you want to try to have the same design language all the way and throughout. So let's see here. So this is a post that I just created for my other business, the Morgan Designs Artist Club. Okay, so this red, I constantly use this exact red, and I constantly use this logo. I also have one that fits nicer in a circle. Usually when I create logos, I'll create one that fits in a circle or square. That could be used for profile pictures or something that just fits in a square or circle. And then also I'll have like a horizontal version, such as this one right here. So, and let's see, so like packaging and stuff like that. So just to show you guys, so this is my packaging, and the gloves go in, or one of these goes inside the packaging. And so as you can see, or not see because it's so glaring here, we'll go to that one. As you can see, the logo's the same, the colors are going to be the same, and everything's going to look like it came from the same place. So, you know, the website matches, the Facebook matches, the YouTube matches. It's called branding. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to try to grasp that, and if you don't already know what branding is, I want you to try to understand that's what it is, and that's what we want. So a lot of these companies pay a lot of money to create a brand identity, and if you're going to be a web designer or graphic designer or something, maybe you didn't design the logo, but there's going to be a branding identity that you're going to need to stay within. And so within brand identities, you may hear something called Pantones. That is a certain kind of color. So, sorry about that. Really close friend of mine calling quite often. So, these are Pantone colors. Look it up. You can get these in Illustrator adding them to your swatches. So Target, the place where my wife loves to go all the time, maybe they have a red that's called Pantone 485C. And so everything they get printed is going to be 485C. Everything on their website is going to be 485C. Everything on their shopping carts are going to be 485C. That's why when you walk into Target, the red pretty much matches almost perfectly because they're all using a Pantone color. Okay? All right, you go. I mean, I don't really need to go on, but I mean, pinks. Okay, so Hello Kitty. Let's say you buy some Hello Kitty stuff. The watch is going to match. It's going to have 225U is going to be their color. This is a Pantone color. It's international. I can send stuff to China and be printed, and it's gonna match. Same as if I sent my T-shirts to a guy in LA. Those T-shirts are gonna match. My watch is gonna match. Do you get it? Everything's gonna match. So Pantone colors, okay? So hopefully I have Illustrator already open here. So if I had Illustrator open, right here you're going to open up swatches. You're going to see that there's just these regular swatches. They may not look like this, but right here you're going to see that you can open up a new swatch library. Right here it says Open Swatch Library. And there's going to be something called color books here. There's going to be Pantones, as you can see right here. Typically, an industry standard for print and design, we use solid uncoated or solid coated. Now, coated means it's going to be this glossy one. Uncoated is going to be this flat one that does not have any sheen to it. So let's say I picked solid coated. Now, it popped up on my other screen, but here it is. Do you see all those? Those are all Pantone colors. So, let's say I was cruising through this, and I go, you know what? That's my red. That's my red right there, 485C. That's the gangsterest red I ever seen, and I want that on everything. Okay? So I'm going to grab a square, pull out a giant square. Hopefully I saved this client document, so don't screw it up so too bad. So let's say I'm talking about this square. I go up here to my Pantone little search bar thing right here. I hit 485, and what do you know? If I hover over that, it says Pantone 485C. Boom, clicked it. Okay? So, I got my 485C right here, and I got my 485C Pantone color in my Illustrator file. Now, I know I'm cooking with butter, which is a good thing. Okay? So Target's going to be happy because I'm going to have the right kind of reds, and everybody's going to be real happy. What is the point of all this mumbo jumbo I'm getting into? Well, everything has a ton of research and design put into it, and you may just be part of the pipeline. You may just be the web designer. You may just be the graphic designer. But if you can't come into a product that already has a design language and mimic it, you're pretty much useless to them. In fact, you're more than useless because you cost money for the pipeline of workers. Okay? So you send this down the pipeline, you pick the wrong red, and it doesn't match any of their other SKUs and or products. Guess what you just did? You just cost the company a lot of money. Because everybody from your pipeline, from you on, has to redo their job. Okay, that's the pipeline. I don't want to scare you, I'm just saying, pay attention to this stuff. Okay, so think about that when you create your social media sites. I mean your social media images. So that's just a quick recap on that, or not a recap, just a quick go over on that. So what else can I tell you about this? I want to show you, where was this great one here? Let's go to our actual assignment. So if you go over here to assignments, let's see, give me a second here. If you go over here to assignments, you're going to see, where is it? Create a social media pack. I don't know why that took me so long to find that. So, create a social media pack right here. I may change this date of when it's due. I may push that back a little bit because I kind of had a real busy week, and I wasn't feeling good Monday. I actually took Monday completely off. So you guys are getting this assignment and the demonstrations a little bit late in the week, so I probably am going to give you a couple more days to get it finished. Plus, this is going to be one of our bigger assignments that takes longer. So, basically what our assignment is create a social media pack. We're going to do a Facebook profile image setup. We're going to do a Facebook header image setup, which is what this is right here. That's the header image, and this is the profile image. Everyone's pretty Facebook savvy nowadays, but YouTube, I think a lot of people already know about YouTube, and a lot of people want to get into YouTube, so I figured we'd cover this. So the YouTube channel profile image setup, we're going to do that one, and the YouTube channel art, which they also call their banner image setup. Same thing, it's like a header. Okay, so, and they're all going to be different sizes. YouTube actually has theirs quite large because they want you to be able to play it on a TV or a bigger monitor and have a really good look to it. So Instagram's profile image setup, we'll set that one up. That's actually really small. That's easy to do. And then what I want from you guys in this is you can either set it up on your real social media and take a screenshot, or you can just set it up on one page or individual images, and it can be a PNG or JPEG, and I just want to see that you just have them all set up. I don't care if they're all on one page or separate or what. I'm going to just check off the list. Did they do a profile for FB? Did they do a header for FB? Did they do a YouTube channel? Did they do the Instagram? So I'm going to just check that out. So, but I got this diagram here, and as you can see, Facebook is big time. You know, I'm 40 years old, so and my kids are younger. They could care less about Facebook, and they're into like Snapchat and all kinds of other things like that I don't really know how to work. But but you can see that the next one down is YouTube, so that's huge. There's a lot of money to be made on Facebook, there's a lot of money to be made on YouTube, and Instagram is third. Now, if you didn't know, Facebook owns Instagram, and Google owns YouTube, so that's why your Google Plus stuff. Google Plus is kind of like Facebook, only that Google created. So they kind of use that account. If you don't have a Google account, then you can't set up a YouTube channel. So if you don't already have like a Gmail or something like that, you're going to want to set one up eventually if you want to do this. Okay, so I right here, I put the Facebook requirements in. So we're going to do our cover image at these sizes. These are pixels, by the way. It says right here, all image dimensions below are in pixels with a width and height. So, you know, that's when you create a new document at the very beginning, it asks you how much of your width and height do you want. You're going to put in that data. Instagram, Here's your dimensions. See, they're just a little bit different. YouTube, see how much bigger those are. That's like I said, they want to have, they want it to be able to, you can watch this stuff on your TV and it still looks good. Okay, so things you can do, you can make your brand. You can make your brand and look throughout your entire social media. I want it to have all your brand and look throughout your whole thing to have a good look to it. Look like it all came from the same place, the same factory, the same guy. I want it all to have the same flavor. Use the same look and colors and images and visual storytelling vibe. Okay, so do I have an example up here? I thought I did. Okay, so just do it, Nike. Okay, so that's theirs. Right now they're using black for their header. Right now they're using black for their profile picture. Super clean, black and white. You see that? That's not an accident. Let's go to their competitor, Under Armour. That's their competitor. So they got black.
So how do you make it?
They got red, I mean. Okay, and so they're using images at the top. That's cool. Your images don't have to match your logo and whatnot. They just have to look good together. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, it's going to be too hard to get to Coca-Cola because people have a bunch of stuff about it. What else is cool? Let's just pick something like KTM motorcycles. I like motorcycles. KTM. So I'm picking big companies just because I want to show you what big time branding looks like. Not that you don't already know, but maybe you don't. A lot of these guys have just like play upon entering their site, so I have to pause the video. But KTM, super easy to read. Check this out. Nothing's cut off. See, there's the part of the K isn't cut off, part of the M isn't cut off in their logo. They got a great header image. Let's see if I can do this here. If I shrink the image down, the header still looks good. On a phone, it's going to look good. So it's about finding an image that works really well for you. I want to show you this. So also, we're going to go over thumbnails, which is these images right here. These are the images that get you to click on the video. So you upload your video onto YouTube, but you're going to have a cool thumbnail image to draw your viewers in. But look how great KTM does at creating a harmonious thumbnail family here. They all look like they came from the same place, right? So they got this way cool future. I mean, it just looks kick-ass. I love it. KTM, they do a great job at branding. So I think you guys are getting the idea. Look at these profile images right here. Here's some social media examples. Take note of the colors. Okay, McDonald's. I want to see this from you guys. There should be a good amount of room around your logo. Okay? I don't want to see anyone's logo cut off. That bugs me so bad. So Nike, there's lots of space around Nike. Adidas, there's lots of space around it. Adobe, there's lots of space around it. Okay, do you get the idea? So it's in the center. It's got good negative space around it. That way, it can be easily seen without being cut off. It looks really amateur when things have tangents, which is when like a graphic's like touching the edge of a page. And it looks really ghetto when images are cropped off unintentionally. So right here, this is an example of Coca-Cola's header image. They got nice colors, and then a nice simple picture of a Coke bottle. Marvel Studios. The logo's in here. It's not cut off in any way. And actually theirs has an animated video, which you can do an animated video if you are at that level. And you can go into Adobe Premiere and type in the right, or Adobe Premiere, and you can type in the right format, size, height, and width, and then you can have a header that is a video. You can also do that with your profile picture too, actually. Okay, so Under Armour, this is their setup. So profile picture, and header image for Facebook. Here's just some YouTube channel art examples. Okay, so this is the kind of thing I'm going to want you guys to build. I want you to build a family of social media assets. Again, here are some more examples of YouTube thumbnail images. Okay? If you don't have a YouTube channel, it's okay, you're just gonna make the content. Okay, so a lot of times what I'll do is design a logo for a client, and then I'll create a social media pack so they have all of this stuff. Okay? I don't do their thumbnail images for them, but I could if they paid me to. But what I would do is make their thumbnail images, kind of match their branding, or at least attempt to. Okay, so that's what we are going to go over. It's actually a lot easier than it sounds. All you have to do is look up the height and width that everything needs to be prior to creating it, and you are good to go. So, if you lose this class or you lose this video, and you ever need to create your social media stuff, just Google what size does my Facebook profile picture need to be, and it'll say like 180 by 180. And you go into Photoshop and do it 180 by 180. So it's very easy to use. So cool. We're going to get crack-a-lacking at it. This is just an intro video to let you know what we're doing. If you feel so inclined to just hop right into the assignment, you can. But what I'd recommend is using textures, photos, images, logos, one of those things or all of them, as long as it looks professional and cool looking. Alright, cool. Let's move to the next video, which is going to be a demonstration on how to actually do this stuff.